Let's see this example. You have started behavior-based testing of a program. First, behavior-based testing is black box testing. Your program calculates the greatest common divisor of two integers. These two integers, a and b, are greater than 0. The following test cases have been specified. Which test technique have been applied in order to determine test cases 1 through 6? So here the tester has already written some test cases. These are 6 test cases. For each test case we have two inputs, A and B. Okay, and these are the values of A and B. So in this system we have two integers, they must be greater than 0. So the values begin from 1 until infinity. So you can enter any positive value which is greater than 0, 1 million, 2 million, or anything. In our test cases, as we see, for A at the beginning, for example, the value is 1, integer maximum, 1, 0, integer maximum plus 1, 1. For B, we have 1, maximum, 0, 1, 1, maximum plus 1. So what is the test technique that uses this type of testing? Some of you might think of decision table testing, and this is wrong. In decision table testing, when we have 1 and 0, these mean true and false. But here we mean the value of 1 and 0. Here we have a field and we fill it with 1 or 0. Okay? So what is the technique that uses the value and another value which is less than it by 1 or greater than it by 1? It is boundary value analysis. But here comes the question, why did this tester choose these values? Here, if we draw our line, the values should begin from 1 to infinity, like we said. But in computer programming, we don't have something that is called infinity. Okay, the integer in the memory has a maximum value. It might be 128,000. It might be any value depending on the PC and the compiler that you are using. So it begins from 1 and ends at a value which is called maximum. We don't know what is the value of maximum, okay? So if I'm going to apply boundary value analysis, I will test at 1 and maximum, and I will test at an invalid boundary which is 0, and I'll test at another invalid boundary which is maximum plus 1. So that's why this tester chose these 4 values. You will find that all the values, all the inputs that are provided in this example are provided using boundary value analysis values. So this is the technique that have been used.